Hello all you wonderful, my name is Sabina and it's time to update my 30 by 30 and that means 30 eyeshadows completely finished before I am turning 30 in July this year. I have about 5 months left and I think this is an impossible journey, but we will see. I already have a few eyeshadows to count and I didn't bring my book, so I don't know how many they are. At least 5, I believe. So let's talk about where I am with a few products and what I'm going to do in March. During May and then February, during January and February, I've been focusing on this. And this is what it looked like. In the beginning, I did franken it with some purple. Excuse me. And I think, depending on how much it's left in here, when I've done my makeup on the 28th of February, I might put this in another jar and count this as done. Since I've added, and I have a shade in here that won't be finished even though I finish up this, so I might do that. Get a little sneak just to get one eyeshadow out so far, because I also have the purple in this one and this is not quite finished yet. So, but in January I used the ABH Riviera in the shade Kings, and I had a dip on it when I started. This is what it looked like before February started, and there's a tiny pan in it, and I've expanded that pan. Come on, there. And I am working just in the center, so I'm expanding the pan and getting the sides done. However, I also do have pink, and this had pan when I started. However, the pan is expanding and come on, the rim around the pan is getting thinner. So we will see if I can manage to use those two up. I am trying to focus on them, so we will see what happens. I also showed this big palette and wanted to try to get to my Anastasia shadows. I do have this in my inner corner today, and I did use, let's see here, one of these purples in one look once, but I don't think I will get to these. So I have eyeshadows in another project that I need to hit some goal on, so probably not. Then for March, well, no, let's get back to this one, because this is a Franken with my Bahama Mama bronzer, and I've mixed so many eyeshadows with that bronzer now that this is what I use at the moment as a bronzer. When I've used this up, I have about 5 or 7 eyeshadows out. That's insane. But that's the truth. So I'm working on it. My purple blush bronzer hybrid I will put aside for March, and I'm going to use the one I put some reds in when I hit goal on another blush in my throwback 30s. But for March, I've decided that I'm going to focus on this shade. And together with this, I am also giving back to this brown. So let's see what I can do with that, if I can finish that brown up. And together with that brown, I am using this. There's not much left in here, so when that is done, I might go to this or this. This has a pan, but these mattes go pretty quickly, so I have 4 I can choose from. But I'm gonna start with this matte, and I'm using this as a highlight. There is a dip starting, but nothing significant, so that's going to take some longer time. That's all my focuses. So I have 2 more days from now on with this one, and we will see what happens. I might save this one for April and use it up then. I'm gonna take a look around. But for March, because Ireland has St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to focus on greens. I am going to create a cream shadow with this one. I am focusing on this brown shade, because those two look really good together, and also these two. This is a highlight and this as a blending shade. And we will see in a month how far I have come and what has happened and where I am focusing on in April. I hope you're okay and taking care of yourself, and see you next time. Bye.